Witches, there are those whose actions wound us, betray us, or ignore the natural balance of respect and energy. Sometimes, the universe itself must intervene, to make them reflect, to bind their thoughts, to let them sit with what they have done. Tonight, I show you a spell that invites obsession to turn back upon its source, to let them spiral into the energy they created. This is the They Obsess working. Its purpose is precise, to bind the one who has caused disturbance, holding their thoughts, their energy, their focus to the consequences of their actions. This is not meant to destroy, but to allow them to feel the echo of their own choices. With this spell, they become trapped in reflection, unable to ignore the ripple they created. To perform this working, gather a red candle, the color of intense energy, passion, and fixation. Thread, to wrap, bind, and spiral energy, representing the obsessive cycle you wish to manifest. A die, any kind will work, though I have used a D20. The die represents chance, fate, and the measure of the spell's duration. Place the candle before you. Wrap it in thread, weaving uneven spirals around its body. Each loop is a representation of obsessive thought, winding and twisting. The unevenness mirrors the chaotic nature of their fixation, unpredictable, relentless, unavoidable. Roll your die. The number you roll determines the duration of their obsession. Decide beforehand whether this represents hours, days, or even weeks, and let the universe guide you. If you do not have dice, write numbers on slips of paper and draw one randomly. The element of chance is vital here. Fate itself measures the cycle. Light the red candle, visualizing the energy spiraling into them. See their thoughts turning inward, circling, unable to escape. Imagine the thread on the candle binding the energy, each flicker of flame tightening the spiral. You are not controlling them, you are creating the conditions for reflection and introspection to take hold. As the candle burns, speak clearly and with intent. By thread and flame, by chance and roll. Obsess, reflect, consume their soul. Twist in thought, spiral confined. By fire and fate, their mind entwined. Repeat as needed, letting your voice and visualization strengthen the energy, until the candle's flame feels charged with their reflection. Watch the flame carefully. If it burns steadily, the obsession has anchored and will unfold as intended. If it flickers or dances, their thoughts are chaotic, spinning wildly, the spell is in motion. If the candle burns fully and cleanly, the energy has fully transferred, and the cycle is sealed. If the candle does not fully burn, this is also a message. A candle that extinguishes early may indicate interference or resistance, someone or something is blocking the energy. Uneven melting suggests their obsession will take an unpredictable or delayed path. In such cases, relight the candle, reaffirm your intent, and continue visualizing the spiral. Remember, every flicker, every stubborn ember is a guide, not a failure. Energy responds to focus and persistence. This spell is most effective during the full or waning moon, when energies are heightened and karmic cycles are strong. Red candle energy aligns naturally with Mars, planet of action and intensity, so a Tuesday, Mars day, will amplify the spell. But intention is paramount. If the need is immediate, the work responds to clarity of will above all else. The red candle is energy, fixation, and fire. It draws attention like a magnet. The thread represents entanglement, a binding of mental loops and obsessive thought. The die, the element of chance, allows fate to measure the cycle, keeping the energy unpredictable, organic, and more potent. Together, these elements form a vortex of reflection, binding, spiraling, unavoidable. Once the spell takes root, you may notice signs of reflection or fixation, repeated thoughts, sudden introspection, or an inability to move past their actions. The energy works subtly or directly, shaping their experience until the period determined by your die concludes. You are not controlling them, you are allowing the universe to mirror their energy back to them, creating space for balance and consequence. My foremothers used similar methods: red thread to bind, fire to direct, and chance to measure. They understood that obsession, when channeled, is a force that can correct imbalance. Rolling dice, drawing lots, or casting stones were not games, they were methods to align intention with fate, letting unseen energies enforce natural consequences. Never cast this lightly or from petty spite. Obsession is powerful, it can affect both the target and the caster if your focus falters. Keep your intent clear, and release yourself from attachment once the spell is complete. This work is about reflection, consequence, and energy alignment, not revenge for its own sake. So, witches of my digital coven, gather your red candle, your thread, and your die. Wrap, roll, and light. Let the spiral take hold. Let fate measure the cycle. Bound by chance, trapped by energy, they cannot escape the reflection they created. Your will is clear. Your intention is precise. And the universe listens.